by 15, and LeBron said, it's about damn time I got my first ring. Okay, that was the Mike Miller game because LeBron had 13 assists in that game, and I don't know exactly what it was, but if Mike Miller hit 7 threes, you can bet that maybe 5 of them were from LeBron passes, right?
Right.
Okay, so
that's a good comp right there.
Yeah. Okay,
Mike Miller was a solid player.
So again, I'm looking at Dalton Knecht's game log, and it's for college basketball. This is impressive because 8 times he scored more than 30 points, and a lot of them are against SEC, really good SEC schools, or even in the loss they had in the NCAAs to Purdue. He scored 37 against Purdue, and it was Zach Edey, obviously.
Yeah.
And he had 40 against Kentucky on senior night at home. They lost the game by 4, but he had 40. They won at Florida. He had 39. They won at home against Auburn. He had 39, 37 at North Carolina. I can just go on and on. But that's 8 times over 30 and once over 4. He had 40. And that'll translate to me. Like if you can score like that at that rate.
I mean, he's a guy that can come in and contribute right away.
I don't know, your last year at Kansas, how many times did you go over 30? I didn't look this up.
I'm right in the system, Skim. It was tough to get over 30 in Kansas. You know, them type of programs, they spread the wealth.
well, they do. I'm with you on that.
Them type of programs. I love it, though.
Those top-level programs.
Top-level programs. We don't feature just one guy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so is Dalton Knecht going to change your life? No. But did he fall into your lap out of nowhere? Is it like the steal of the first round, given that he's probably readier to play than most of these kids are? Yeah. Can he step right in and help LeBron? Sure he can.
Yeah, so he can definitely spread the floor, make some shots. That's what LeBron needs. Yeah. Absolutely.
And they said J.J. Redick was already drawing up plays last night for him, whatever. I'm not sure I'd go there. I did like the fact that Dalton Knecht said after he got drafted to the reporters last night, he said, at Tennessee, I watched a lot of J.J. Redick with Coach Barnes, and just the way he moves, the way he paces himself, able to create space. So when I heard that JJ's excited, he said, that's really exciting for me because it's going to be real special because he's going to play for a guy that he's tried to model himself after.
And you could clearly see it, what they were going to do. Once Edey was off the board and I started looking at the rest of the guys that was available, first thing I said is if for some reason, I went into the Bronny listening to Knucklehead over here. I went into the they may take Bronny at 17. Right. The internet's going to explode. And then I'm like, nah.
I was ready.
And then I'm like, nah, they're not going to do that. They're just not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. And then as he didn't come off the board, Kincaid. Knecht. Dalton Kincaid plays football.
He can play, too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. He didn't come off the board, and I'm sitting there now. We had like 15. Started to get to 16, and then they panned to him. I said, the Lakers getting ready to take this dude. And then they took him. At that point, I'm like, well, this is a J.J. Redick, Rob Pelinka. They remind him of him. It makes all the sense in the world.
But I'm not sure they started making those comparisons until about the 15th pick. Exactly. They're starting to say, wait a second. He's there?
Yeah. And typically in football, if you drop, that's because you got some other stuff going on off the field, not because of your age.
Yeah.
In football, they'll take you at 29. They don't care.
Yeah.
In basketball, they get to talk about, well, he's older. I'm like, he's 23. Yeah. He's 23 years old. Yeah. And then, like you said, this will transfer. If I'm giving you 22 points a game in college, I can give you 14 in the pros. I can give you 14. Should be able to.
I don't know. Sometimes it translates, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay,
you know that. But, I mean, I like what he's done in college, though. I like what he's done in college.
Okay.
And I feel good about when I pick a guy like him. I do that. I do.
But you remain shocked that the Lakers didn't take Bronny at 17.
Bronny at 17, yeah.
Okay, well, if they
I'm
did
not
that...
shocked. I thought...
I was shocked.
Because?
I just thought that was it. That was the feel-good story. Because we know that's what the Lakers is.
I literally thought they would, though.
You thought they would, too? Did you not think that's a little of some...
I was on the edge of my seat.
You was on the edge of your seat, right?
Yeah. Because I the entire time figured they going big. once the two bigs was off the board.
Right. So once
then
I was like, oh, yeah, this is
Edie was gone, but the other kid from Connecticut was gone too, which they were never going to get. But I kept saying to myself, well, they might as well just...
I just figured there wasn't no franchise player...
Exactly.
No franchise-changing players, you know, in this draft. Like, there just wasn't to me. Maybe they'll have a couple of guys that'll shock us, that are going to be an all-star here and there, but there wasn't a generational talent. I didn't see that. I didn't see a guy who right away is going to be a major impact. A lot of guys you're going to develop. And so where you say, oh, he has a 7-foot wingspan, 40-inch vertical, yeah, you had a lot of that, but there was no life-changing or franchise-changing player. So I thought, like, once E-Day and the bigs were gone,
yeah,
you know, the top two guys who were at that position for the Lakers to pick, I thought this was the perfect opportunity for the Lakers to grab Bronny. So, you know, we'll see what happens.
Rob Pelinka, to his credit, readily admitted after they took Dalton Knecht that they did try hard to trade that pick.
And go down,
to go backward, to go, you mean to get better or get worse?
No, get down, meaning like trade the pick to go down in the draft, like in the 20s or
yes, right.
Like
I don't know. Yeah. We're going like which is up
17
and which is down.
down.
Right, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So I'm with you because I thought maybe they just try to get multiple picks.
That's what I thought, too. I said they would trade back. If they didn't take him, they would trade back and maybe still get him in the 20s.
Well, as they always say, sometimes the best trades are the ones you don't make.
Yeah.
Because at 17, I'd say he's high value, even if he's from a small-time school. But he's high value, right? Yeah. Okay.
A good trade, Chip.
Man, what's USC?
Okay, and to your point, I hadn't thought of, but he could. I'm sure he would be coveted by some of those teams, but I don't know why they wouldn't have taken him already.
I mean, when I look at the Lakers,
they're probably not in a position, right? So think about Atlanta. If you want to move DeJounte and Capella, here you go. Boom, we're going to keep Austin Reeves, but we're going to give you that young piece.
Okay, that's possible.
So, I get that. Yeah, Paul, okay, little general manager over there.
Well, yeah, you want to add some veterans. You got to figure, like, you hear J.J. Redick say, I want to win a championship. Well, if you want to win a championship, these are the type of picks you make in order to get trade chips to lead to something that's going to be bigger and better. So, good job by the Lakers.
Okay, so it didn't make sense for me to take Bronny at 17 because the only reason you do that is for him, like for the cachet of it, to say, oh, we took him at 17 because I just don't think anybody else is going to take him. But you don't know.
You know, when it came up, when it was around that time, Skip, for me, I said the hell with it. That's just what I said.
Okay.
I just was like, the hell with it. Because when I started to think about it, who in this draft could help the Lakers win a championship over the next 2 years?
Nobody.
Probably nobody, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Dalton could grow a little bit more and it contribute, but we got to get something else. So if we could move Austin Reeves, keep him, move Austin Reeves over there, bring back some more picks. I mean, give him some picks, whatever the case is, or give him and Austin to get what we need to win a championship. I'm worried about LeBron's last couple years. I'm not worried about 5 years from now, 6 years from now. I don't care about that. Right now, immediate, right now.
Okay.
Bronny at 17, if they'd have took Bronny at 17, I'd have just said good. Good for the Lakers, good for LeBron James. If they'd have moved back into the 20s, toward the back end of the draft and took Bronny. Good for the Lakers. That's what I was saying. Good for the Lakers, good for LeBron James. That's fine, because nobody in the end is a franchise cornerstone type player that's in this draft as of right now.
If they do wind up with Bronny at 55, which is still a possibility, and they have Dalton Knecht, I would say that's a highly successful draft for them.
I mean, what are they trying to do?
Because
you got Bronny and Reeves, but we all know that Bronny is just icing on the cake for LeBron.
All right.
And we all want to see that. Like, I want to see that. You know, that's why I thought...
Save it, man.
Yeah, we're
going to talk about him in a minute. We don't want to give it all away.
No, we won't. But you're right. But you did make a good point, and we're about to get to Bronny in depth. But you were making the case at 30 that it's the last pick in the first round, that your champion Celtics should say,
I thought
hey.
that would be like the perfect.
Yeah, you have me
place.
scratching my head,
Like,
too.
when you really looked at it.
Yeah, where he could learn
where he
behind
could
Drew
learn,
and Derek White.
And you get the chance to feel what it's like to be around a championship culture.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been. I thought that would have been.
What's
yeah, they got the guy from Creighton. So I thought that would have been. I thought that would have been a Creighton, a great opportunity for Bronny to be realistic. I mean, I really did. I mean, what championship culture? Drew Holiday, Derek White. This is your teachers right here.
Yeah.
I really thought when he didn't go 17, I was like, and it came to the 7, I thought maybe they'd take a chance. Because usually when you get to those picks gonna end up in the G League or trade chips, or they become irrelevant after a couple years usually. So
when you're,
they do.
I'm just saying, damn.
I mean, and then here every now and then you'll find a gem at those picks, but those picks usually
they ain't getting
teeter
no minutes.
between. Yeah, they're not getting minutes. They teeter between the G League and trade chip and summer league every year for the next few years until they figure it out.
Well, let's go deeper into Bronny James. How about that? Now what happens tonight to Bronny as we go second round? We debate next.